स्वं बोधमात्रं परिशुद्धतत्त्वं विज्ञाय सङ्घे नृपवच्च सैन्ये तदात्मनैवात्मनि सर्वदा स्थितो विलापय ब्रह्मणि विश्वजातम्।
नमः परमऋषिभ्यो नमः परमऋषिभ्यः। हरिः ओम्। उपासकानां यदुपासनीयम् उपात्तवासं वटशाखिमूले तद्धाम दाक्षिण्यजुषा स्वमूर्त्या जागर्तु चित्ते मम बोधरूपम् अद्राक्षम् अक्षीणदयानिधानम् आचार्यमाद्यं वटमूलभागे मौनेन मन्दस्मितभूषितेन महर्षिलोकस्य तमोनुदन्तं विद्राविताशेषतमोगणेन मुद्राविशेषेण मुहुर्मुनीनां निरस्य मायां दयया विधत्ते देवो महान् तत्त्वमसीति बोधम्। ममाद्य देवो वटमूलवासी कृपाविशेषात् कृतसन्निधानः ओङ्काररूपाम् उपदिश्य विद्याम् आविद्य गध्वान्तमपाकरोतु। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुत्यर्थगोचरं वन्दे वाच्यार्थानामगोचरम् लक्ष्यार्थवपुषं वन्दे शङ्करं देशिकं गुरुम्। अपारसच्चित्सुखवारिराशेः यस्योर्मिमात्रं भुवनं समस्तं गुहाहिदं तं रमणं गभीरं चिन्ताविहीनं हृदि चिन्तयामि। करुणापूर्णसुधाब्धे कबलितघनविश्वरूपकिरणावल्या अरुणाचलपरमात्मन् अरुणो भव चित्तकञ्जसुविकासाय। चूडोत्तंसितचन्द्रचारुकलिकां चञ्जत्शिखाभास्वरो लीलादग्धविलोलकामशलभश्रेयो दशाग्रे स्फुरन् अन्तःस्फूर्जद् अपारमोहतिमिरप्राग्भारमुच्चाटयन् चेतः सद्मनियोगिनां विजयते ज्ञानप्रदीपो हरः। हितमिदमुपदेशम् आद्रियन्तां विहितनिरस्तसमस्तचित्तदोषाः भवसुखविरताः प्रशान्तचित्ताः श्रुतिरसिकायतयो मुमुक्षवो ये। संसाराध्वनितापभानुकिरणप्रोद्भूतदाहव्यथा खिन्नानां जलकांक्षया मरुभुवि भ्रान्त्या परिभ्राम्यताम्। अत्यासन्नसुधाम्बुधिं सुखकरं ब्रह्माद्वयं दर्शयन्त्येषा शङ्करभारती विजयते निर्वाणसन्दायिनी। After a few months we are again for a short period restarting Vivekachudamani, or continuing Vivekachudamani. We have finished the 47th verse in this book. This is a Prakarana Grantha, a book which gives you the teaching, the practices, the prerequisites, and it also puts the whole teaching in a very, very soul-lifting manner, in a poetical way, where a disciple approaches a guru and expresses his heart. In a way, Shankaracharya has already, by giving us that picture, he has also given the message that how should this spiritual life be. True spiritual life happens when a mumukshu, one who is longing for liberation, one who has true discrimination, and one who has pure, intense dispassion, vairagyam. In the sense, he is not a shallow person. He is not here for entertainment. He will not get distracted by anything while on this journey. And he has, his mind is somewhat calm. And a person becomes focused, his mind becomes calm. So it is Shama. And one who has come in a very refined lineage, senses of course will have dharma, order. So that is also there. And there is immense Shraddha. I am just recapitulating things. Shraddha means true devotion, a kind of meditative attitude. The faith is filled with a meditative focus. When the person listens to Shastra, that is the Upanishad, he has that intense faith. So Shastrasya Guru Vakyasya, to the words of Guru also. So that Shraddha is there. Then the person is ready to withdraw from the so-called rat race, that is Uparati. I don't know why they call it rat race. So many rats are here. Anyway, you have to run behind it, it is not possible. So that's it. So, Uparati, withdrawal. Then everything is backed with the fire of longing for liberation, mumukshutva. The person is aware of the consequence of ignorance. So such a person approaches the teacher with a genuine fear about leading an ignorant life. Then the teacher tells him, the guru tells him, Ma bhaishta vidvan. Very beautiful picture. The guru tells him, don't fear. You need not fear. Any more fear is not necessary. Do not fear. In Tamil we say Anjal. Anjal means be fearless. Bhagavan in his Aksharamanamale tells Arunachala, Arunachala, please tell me once Anjal. You tell me once, don't fear. Give me refuge. Then my fear will go. So, Anjal endre Arul Arunachala. Full part hai na? Kenjiyum Anji. Konjamum Arivilan. Anjalan. Arula. So Arunachala, give me that refuge, abhayam. So from this the teacher and disciple starts the conversation, and the guru tells the disciple, why you need not fear, because there is a perfect path. You know, Vedanta means perfection of knowledge. Veda means knowledge, Anta means perfection, not simply end. End also means perfection. So, Asti Upayo Mahan Kashit. There is a supreme means, a path, which is, what will it do? Samsara Bhaya Nashanaha. It will destroy, annihilate the fear of samsara. The fear due to ignorance. The fear that comes to us in life. How many fears? So many fears. Everywhere you look, there is fear. Now world is full of fear. From LPG gas to atom bomb, nuclear bomb, anything can happen. Fear. Everywhere fear is there. And small things frighten us. Fear. And fear is the sure sign of ignorance. There is one beautiful verse in Vairagya Shatakam, 100 verses on Vairagyam, where Bhartrihari says various type of fears. Bhoge Roga Bhayam, Kule Chuti Bhayam. Those who do not know Sanskrit, they can count how many Bhayam. Bhayam means fear. Bhoge Roga Bhayam, Kule Chuti Bhayam, Vitte Nripalad Bhayam, Mane Dainya Bhayam, Bale Ripu Bhayam, Rupe Jaraya Bhayam, Shastre Vadi Bhayam, Gune Khala Bhayam, Kaye Kritantat Bhayam, Sarvam Vastu Bhayanvitam, Bhuvi Nrinam Vairagyameva Abhayam. Here the sage says so many kind of fears. You want to indulge in pleasures, then you are afraid disease will come. Roga Bhayam. Born in a very noble family, you are afraid you will lose your reputation. Kule Chuti Bhayam, some fall can happen. Vitte, you have money. Nripala means government, king, income tax, fear. Vitte Nripalad Bhayam. And you are very proud. You are always afraid, I have to go down. I have to become, if I get humiliated by someone, insulted by someone. And you are strong. You are always afraid of enemy. You can see, very strong person but afraid of a... See, in forest, then generally they say, elephants, a very huge animal, it is always afraid of rat. Because the rat can enter its trunk. So, Bale Ripu Bhayam. And you have a beauty, handsome, beautiful, old age, Bhayam, fear. So you want to do patchwork. And it will look very, very ugly. So, Rupe Jaraya Bhayam, and you are well learned, scholarly. You are afraid of scholars who have studied more books. You cannot become complete. And you have good character, you are afraid of some scandal. Gune Khalabhayam. And as long as you carry the body, one fear is constantly chasing you, death. So everywhere there is fear, the only thing that is fearless, he says it is Vairagyameva Abhayam. Total dispassion. Actually, Vairagyam here means Jnanam only. Only by Jnanam the person becomes fearless. Okay. So, Samsara Bhayanashanaha. When you attain Jnanam, Atma Jnanam, self-knowledge, true knowledge, you become fearless. Tena tirtva bhavambodhim paramanandam apsyasi. By that, you cross this samsara samudra and attain paramanandam, means supreme ananda, bliss. And what is the path? Vedanta artha vicharena jayate jnanam uttamam. Tenatyantika samsara dukkhanasho bhavati anu. By the right knowledge of Vedanta, by enquiry, by vichara, true jnanam arises. By that, you cross this samsara samudra and you become free. Dukkhanasha, removal of dukkha, sorrow. These verses are all over. I am just recollecting them. Now, what is the qualification? Shraddha, Bhakti, Dhyāna Yoga. This is a Shruti Vakya. Actually, this is Upanishad which says Shraddha, Bhakti, Dhyāna Yoga. It's simple. These three. The moment you listen to this, that itself is very elevating. Shraddha, Bhakti, Dhyāna Yoga, Mukshoho, Muktehe, Hetun Bhakti, Sakshat, Shrutehe, Gihi. Shraddha, Bhakti, Dhyāna Yoga Davehi. Know this Atma by Shraddha. First thing is Shraddha. Some strange kind of faith arises in the person. That is the Kripa, the grace of Atma. You can call God's grace, but the real grace happens in the heart. When that boy Venkatraman first listened to the name Arunachala, he stood there transfixed. That is Shraddha. Then, the day when he felt he is going to die, instead of becoming afraid, he just took the resolve to inquire who is going to die. The body is dead, it will be taken to the cremation ground. Then who am I? This decision, this is Shraddha. Right time you are ready to inquire. The inquiry happens. and it resulted in Dhyāna Yoga. Actually, Jnanam came later. For Bhagavan, that Shraddha resulted in Dhyāna Yoga. His attention was turned towards the true I. And he was established there. You know what Bhagavan says about his attainment? He says, I thought it is some kind of fever. He says, I was not aware that it is Jnanam and it is called Brahman, Atma, nothing. I thought it is very pleasant, very peaceful. Hitherto I have never recognized this center within me. Now I recognize this center which is perfect, which is like the Shruti note behind the music, changeless, constantly it is there, and it is very joyful to be there, peaceful to be in that center. So this resolve he took, that is Shraddha, and it led to Bhakti and Dhyāna Yoga. Bhakti, Dhyāna Yoga all same, but the Shruti says Bhakti, you can say reverence. And Dhyāna Yoga is the mind which is thinking about the world, stopped thinking about the world. See, this is the great achievement in spiritual life, you know. All the mobile, the news, the war, all these informations have only one purpose, to make you think. Yeah. They are there to distract you. You are here to sit and do who am I, and they tell Iran and what Israel. Think about that. War is happening. Something is happening. You know, somebody asked Bhagavan about war. Bhagavan said, where is war? It is happening in you. See, it is not that we are ignoring something serious outside, but we cannot do anything. Otherwise, I have to go there and do some intermediation and stop this. Work for peace. That is also good. If you are destined to do that, do that. Otherwise, at least solve the war inside you. Then that amount of peace will be the greatest service that you can do. When somebody asked Bhagavan what is the greatest service that we can do, Bhagavan said it is self-realization, the experience of self. You remain in that peace, that will help others. The best way of help. If you are putting effort to solve the war inside you, that very effort, you know, that attempt will automatically work on other people. This was Bhagavan's attitude. That will naturally go a great way in help. Anyway, so outer phenomenon, things happening outside, they poke you, they poke your mind, they make you think, constantly produce thought. While our Shraddha is turned towards Guru, Shraddha is turned towards spiritual life, you no more focus on these things, then, and your bhakti means your love. Wherever your love is, your mind is there. Your love is turned towards that, then Dhyāna Yoga comes. Means the mind no more, naturally, mind no more gets distracted, scattered by outer things. It becomes quiet, samahitam. We call it samahitam. Means samadhisthitam. It becomes still, nishala. This is the purpose of satsanga also. Very famous verse of Shankaracharya. Satsangatve. First, the effect of satsanga is you become inwardly detached. You become detached from your own mind. When you come in contact with saints or sages or yogi, and your mind just gets a glimpse of that state, the profound state of absolutely aware meditativeness. Then, when you are out of it, you are absolutely detached from your mind and you look at your own mind which is in chaos. You yourself feel ashamed. Bhagwan, what have I done to my mind? It is like the road in front of ashram. It is like the town, Tiruvannamalai town, all honking. So, then that leads you to detachment, nirmamata from the world. You are no more unnecessarily eating wrong food, which you cannot digest. Then the mind slowly attains nishala tattvam, that profound state of quietude, which is dhyana yoga. You have not attained jnanam, but dhyanam. So satsanga, the direct impact of satsanga is dhyanam. If that is not happening, it is not satsanga. That's all. Okay. So mukter hetunu bhakti, that Shruti Mata, Upanishad is mother. For sannyasi, his mother is Upanishad. Shankaracharya has said, Mata cha Parvati Devi, Pita Devo Maheshwara. My mother is Parvati and my father is Shiva. Bandhavaha Shiva Bhaktascha. My relatives are all the devotees of Shiva. Swadesho, where is your country, native place? Bhuvanatrayamo, the whole world. He says all the three worlds. Wherever I go, it is all my country only. My relatives. So here, Shiva means Guru and Parvati means Upanishad. Shruti Simanda Sinduri Krita Padabja Dhulika. So Shruti, Shrutyai Namostu Shubha Karma Phala Prasutyai. She is Shruti. So she is Upanishad. So Upanishad is mother and Guru is father. Shiva, Upanishad. So, and whoever has evolved spiritually, they are all our people. So that is the way. Anyway, so Mukter Hetun Bhakti, this is the cause for liberation. Who says so? Shruter Gihi, the words of Shruti. Yo va yeteshu eva tishtati. One who constantly abides in this. He keeps his Shraddha untainted. One who keeps his Bhakti pure. One who keeps his Dhyana Yoga undisturbed. Eteshu eva tishtati. One who sits in this, abides in this, amushya, for him, moksha. He becomes liberated from what? Avidya kalpitat mohabandhat. From the bondage created by ignorance, by delusion. He becomes absolutely free. So this is the first word, first teaching of the Guru. Then the Guru tells, Ajnana yogat paramatmanastava hyanatma bandhaha tatayeva samsritihi tayoho vivekodita bodhavanhihi ajnana karyam pradahet samulam. Nala Gautam ഒരു ഫോൺ വെച്ചോ അറിയാം. Ajnana yoga, due to ajnana, due to contact with ignorance. See, ignorance also you cannot always keep, because Atma is Jnana Swarupam. So ignorance also only assumed. And here the Guru says Ajnana Yoga, Raja Yoga, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, and we are also yogis. What yogis? Ajnana yogis. Yogis of ignorance. Ajnana Yoga. Right? So, and another thing is yoga in astrology means that is one duration. Now you have Ajnana Yoga, no Jnana Yoga. So, Ajnana Yoga, due to ignorance, you are Paramatma, you are Brahma, you are Paramatma, you are the Supreme Self. Due to ignorance, you have this bondage. The bondage is also not real. Tava bandhaha. Due to that, samsritihi, this constant suffering. Why am I suffering? Due to bondage. Why this bondage? Due to ajnanam. Due to ignorance. Then, when Vivekodita bodhavannihi, then due to right knowledge, when true awareness arises, it removes the ajnana karyam. Ajnana means ignorance and karyam means effect. Ajnanam is the cause and effect is, first effect is I thought. Patanjali Yoga Sutra says avidya, then asmita. Asmita means ahankara. Due to ignorance, this I thought is considered as real. Bhagavan says this I thought is avidya. The direct manifestation of ignorance is I thought. And this I thought arises with you, he, everything, and starts its interaction. And thoughts, see, thoughts are all reactions. Something is happening outside, start thinking. And the root is this I thought. And this I thought is due to unawareness. Unawareness of the source from where this I thought arises. You totally identify with this I. See, in dream, some I thought arises, right? In dream, I am driving a car in about 190 speed. Waking state, I cannot drive. So, who is this person who is driving? The I thought, it identifies with some children, they will play cricket. In every match, he will win. Imaginary cricket. Now in our Padashala, Hosur, we saw one boy. He scored 360 runs singularly, putting the ball on the wall and hitting. So this is what the ego will do. Right from a child it starts operating, and when we become the so-called big people, grown up, then it all differs. Like I become Prime Minister, President, big officer, father, mother, something, some pontiff, anything. And then all this vyavahara starts. So the whole cause for suffering, some suffering is happening. Why? Bhagavan says, don't ask why. You ask to whom. And it is for me. And who is this me? Who is suffering? Who is this I? This I am suffering, I have this difficulty, I have this problem. Who is this I? Don't ask that question. People, sometimes they used to tell Bhagavan, don't put that Brahmastra. See, that is your savior. That will save you. That will protect you. You ask this question, who is suffering? Who is having this problem, this pain? And then you go and inquire this I. Then you find that, in a dream, the I thought arises and experiences so much problems. And you wake up, that I thought itself disappears. That I itself disappears. Like that. When you are fully awake, when you are fully aware, the outer things are all same, but inwardly you go and wake up. Inwardly you go and wake up into a land where there is no I. It is no more island. A land without I. A land where there is no me. A land where there are no problems. A land where there is no samsara. We call it Jagrat Sushupti. Jagrat Sushupti. You are absolutely aware, and the sign of waking state is this I thought. It is no more present. This I thought is called Vikalpa. Vikalpa means, Patanjali gives a definition. He says you have some name for it, but the thing is not there. It is like the horn of a hare, horse, like that. See, that day before also I told, you are doing yoga nidra. Very recently I started using this example, very powerful. Somebody told it's very helpful. See, from the feet, from the finger, from the toe, all the fingers under the feet, above the feet, the ankle, the calf muscles, the knee, thigh, like that you go on inquiring, neck, face, head, everything becomes quiet. Then you think your own brain, which is active, your own breath. See, if you intensely become aware, you can make the breath as a vehicle to enter inside. So you observe the breath, go inside and observe every limb, heart, liver, kidney, intestine. And at last you ask the I. You find it is not there. All other things are there. You use a word I and it is not seen. Correspondingly, nothing exists as I thought. Shabda jnana anupati vastu shunyaha vikalpaha. The Shabda is there and the knowledge about that Shabda is also there. No Vastu there. The I thought is absent there. And then you find suddenly, when the I thought, you put off the flame of I thought, then you find no body, no mind, no sthula sharira, no sukshma sharira, no karana sharira. Then there is something which is infinite, no jiva bhava, we call it bhuma. Absolutely you become aware of that vastness, that infinitude, that wholeness, that purnatva. This is ahankara moolanveshana, as Bhagavan puts in Upadesha Sara. Ahamayam kuto bhavati chinvataha aipatatyaham nija vicharanam. When you inquire from where this I thought arises, you find that the I thought vanishes. It falls back and vanishes. This is nija vichara, atma vichara. Aham in ashabhaji, when the I thought vanishes. Aham taya spurati hrid swayam paramapurna sat. Something which is purna, which is truth, which is reality, reveals itself in the source. So this way Bhagavan directly takes you there. So the bodhavanni, bodha means become aware of awareness, become conscious of consciousness. You wake up to the reality that what lies as the substratum is pure consciousness, and that fire burns the dross of ignorance. Completely it erases anything other than that. The moment your attention touches that, all other things, upadhi, the adjuncts, the limiting things, the conditionings, all vanishes. Pradahet samulam. Along with the root, everything is burnt. So this is the beginning of the discourse. The teacher says, when you realize yourself, know yourself, all the suffering comes to an end, along with the cause of suffering, that is ignorance, and the direct result of ignorance is this I, this jiva bhava. It also vanishes. So this is the way. Then the disciple asks. See, if the disciple is very mature, he would have gone. No more question. Finished. Thank God he is not that much mature, that we are getting this continuation of this book, right? Otherwise he would have gone, no Vivekachudamani. Only this much, 45 verses, 47 verses, only that. So somewhere, Vedanta Shastra, one disciple tells that I am not giving namaskara to the Vedanta Shastra. Neither am I doing namaskara to God, nor am I doing namaskara to Guru. I am giving namaskara to Guru's prarabdha. Because of his prarabdha, he is bound to me. Because of his prarabdha, he is giving me this teaching. So, prarabdhaya namaskurmaha. He says, we are doing namaskara to his prarabdha. Anyway, so the Guru, the Shishya, is asking a question. See, Guru's prarabdha is complete with this teaching. He cannot escape. You can escape. Oh, not interesting today, the Pongal is so done, so wake up and go. You are Jivan Muktas. But when I am here, I cannot wake up till 11 o'clock. I cannot stand up. But you are all liberated beings. Anywhere you can wake up and go. Stand up and go. So, here the disciple is asking, Shishya uvacha. Parayavo. Kripaya shruyatam swamin prashnoyam kriyate maya yaduttaramaham shrutva कृतार्थः स्याम भवन्मुखात् कृपया श्रूयताम स्वामी. The disciple says, be gracious enough to listen to me. The language, both language have this usage, right? The disciple is telling Guru, you have to listen to me. Please, gracious enough to listen to me. Kripaya. Kripa means grace. Shruyatam Swamin. Prashnoyam kriyate maya. This prashna. Prashna means question. I am giving you this question. Yaduttaramaham shrutva. The answer for that question, by listening to that, I will become kritartha, fulfilled, satisfied. That can happen only when I listen from you. Bhavan mukhat. So the disciple is asking question paper to Guru. Now the Guru has to answer. Ko nama bandhaha katamesha agataha katham pratisthasya katham vimokshaha kosau anatma paramah ka atma tayor vivekaha kathametad uchyatam. Uchyatam means tell. You have to tell me. Konama bandha. Very first thing, confusion, is what is bondage? And if you tell me, next question, how did it come? Katham eshaha agadaha. How did this bondage come? Katham pratishta asya. How does it exist? Means in what is this roots of this bondage holding? What it is holding? Katham vimoksha. How can I get liberated, free? Kosau anatma. What is this non-self? That which is not the self. Paramahakka atma. Who is that supreme self? Tayor vivekaha katham etad uchyatam. How can I have the discrimination, the segregation of the true self? These are the questions. At least the disciple is asking about self or self-knowledge, right? People go to great teacher and ask something. No connection with spirituality. Some family problem, some professional problem, they go to teacher. So at least they are asking these things. So the Guru was happy. He is asking spiritual questions. So that much samskara is there with him. So Shri Guruhu Vacha Dhanyosi Kritakrityosi Pavitam te kulam tvaya Yad avidya bandha muktya Brahmi bhavitumicchasi. See, this is a common way of response from a realized teacher. Because when a disciple goes to a master, what he asks expresses his heart. Sri Ramakrishna had one disciple, the last disciple, Purnachandra Ghosh. He was a very sweet boy, very rich family. And many of these disciples, you know how they came to Ramakrishna? Ramakrishna had a secret agent. He was Mahendranath Gupta, was a school teacher. And he used to observe his students, and whoever he found, through him Ramakrishna's power worked. Discrimination. This boy is good. So he will steal that boy from school to Ramakrishna. Stealthily he will take. Because these children, this boy is very noble boy. Let him escape from this world. Why unnecessarily push him to samsara? So this boy, Purnachandra Ghosh, was born in a very rich family, very aristocratic family. So he cannot take that boy with permission from his house. They were all very Anglo-sized people, not at all interested in this traditional life. So Master Mahashay took this boy one day to Ramakrishna. And Ramakrishna asked him, "What is your name?" He said, "My name is Purna." That moment Ramakrishna entered a kind of samadhi, trance. Oh, Purna. Two causes. One is very name suggests like Mahavakya. No, you are Atma, you are Brahma. Like that. Purna, infinite. And Ramakrishna had an intuitive intimation about this boy. That happens with every guru, that whoever has to get initiated from him, really, because generally we say, no, one guru can give jnanam to, that doesn't happen. Teaching can happen, but truly awakening another soul, that true spiritual interaction with the master and the disciple happens very rarely with certain beings. So Ramakrishna had an intuitive intimation about this boy. The moment he saw, he recognized, and he also understood that he is the last one of that category. No more of this kind of, this much mature people will not come. He himself said, after Purna, it is Purna, over. And Ramakrishna asked him, "What do you want?" In the course of conversation, when something connected is, some other boy also came to Ramakrishna. Narendra, Vivekananda as Narendra was very compassionate. So he will collect all his friends and bring them to Ramakrishna. So Ramakrishna asked one boy, "Oh dear boy, what do you want?" He said, "Can I get some sandesh, some sweet?" Ramakrishna told Narendra, "You don't bring all these half-blind, half-deaf people here. Don't bring such people here." So when Purna said, "I want God realization," Ramakrishna said, see, this boy is so wise, so mature that he is asking for this. So when a person goes to the master, what he expresses from his heart is very important. See, this spiritual knowledge, this giving and taking cannot happen like a college, like a school, like an academy. You register, you pay money and you get it. No. There is a kind of, this is the most natural science where a kind of deep Shraddha Bhakti is needed. And expression from the heart is needed, because here you have not come to know something, you have come to awaken, wake up. And you have not come to any teacher actually, because the teacher, Google can teach you, Chat GPT can give you all this knowledge. So the disciple has come to a guru who is not a Brahmavid but Brahman. So Brahma Veda Brahmaiva Bhavati. He is Brahman. So that attitude he has come. And he is here to get that knowledge which will do him great good of liberating him from all bondage. In Bhagavatam also, Parikshit asks, my dear master, what should I do? I am going to die. I know that death is right before me. What should I meditate upon? What should I contemplate? What should I chant? What should I do? What should I not do? All these things he is asking. And Sukacharya says, by this question you have blessed the whole world. Now we are seeing the after effect of it. You have asked some question by which you have blessed the world, because the great teaching is going to be uncovered, revealed. So for that you became a cause. So here also the Guru first tells the disciple, congratulates the disciple. And he tells him, Dhanyosi, you are blessed. Because you have chosen this knowledge, indeed you are blessed. What all things you can know. In so many things you can focus your mind. Instead of that, you have taken the resolve to turn the mind inward. So, Dhanyosi, your path is Kalyanatamam, very auspicious, Mangalam. This is Kalyana Patham. Ramaniya Charanaha. The Upanishad says, those who have the Charana means feet towards this path. See, Ramaniya Charanaha. Bhagavan's name is Ramana. No? So, Ramaniya Charanaha means Ramana. In a very auspicious path, you have put your feet. No going back. So, Dhanyosi, Kritakrityosi. Whatever has to be done by you, you have done. That is Krita Kritya. Kritya means that you have to do, something you have to do. That you have done. Dhanyosi, Krita Krityosi, Pavitam te kulam tvaya. The master is telling, your family lineage is purified by you. Because you are seeking this knowledge, by your birth, your family lineage, in fact they say Trisaptakritva Putaha. It means 777. 37 generations. That means 21 generations are purified. And the person attains enlightenment, 21 generations are purified. Because we are carrying so much generations in our gene. All gets purified. So, dhanyosi, kritakrityosi, pavitam te kulam tvaya. Generally we have that, kulam pavitram, one verse from Sutta Samhita. Kulam pavitram, his family is purified. Janani kritartha, his mother has attained great glory by giving birth to such a daughter or son who have attained this knowledge of the self. His mother has attained great glory. Janani kritartha, vasundhara punyavati cha tena. The earth, or you can say the country or the village where he was born, has become sacred. Vasundhara punyavati chatena apara satchit sukasagaresmin leenam pare brahmani yasya chetaha. One whose mind has merged in that bliss of Brahman, for him all this. So here the Guru is telling, Yad avidya bandha muktya, by becoming liberated from ignorance, the bondage created by ignorance, Brahmi bhavitum ichchasi, you want to become Brahman. It's not becoming Brahman, you are already Brahman. Due to ignorance, you consider yourself as a man or a woman, or a young man or a old man, or this caste, this country, something. All this creates limitation. And that limitation you want to transcend, go beyond that limitation. You want to become Brahma, you want to become the infinite, you want to become absolutely free. So, dhanyosi, you are blessed. Kritakrityosi, you have done whatever has to be done. See here, when you take to spiritual life, your duty is over. People say you have to finish your duty. The duty will never finish. You end one duty, another will come. People will, generally, in here, many people will come. After my daughter's marriage, I am going to stay in Tiruvannamalai. But the daughter's marriage will not end the thing. After 1 year, twins were born. Then they start that journey. Like that it goes, it will never end. Samsara will never end. Bhagavan in Upadesha Saram says, karma will give birth to karma. So it will never end. Where will it end? It ends when the inquisitiveness for God, inquisitiveness about self, inquisitiveness about liberation awakens. There ends karma. Whatever station you have reached, that is your station, destination. Let the train go anywhere. You have arrived. There ends everything. Oh, things are all in a chaotic condition. All will be set right. Wherever it should be put, Ishvara will put it. Bhagavan says, Yoga Kshemam Vahamyam. You hold to me, I will look after your Yoga Kshemam. You meditate on Bhagavan. Bhagavan says, I will take care of things around you. Perhaps not in the way you imagine. It will sit in the right place. That is why it is called sannyasa. Sannyasa means samyak nyasa, means putting things in order. It has its own order. The place where it has to sit, it will sit. But if you try, you will put it in a wrong place. Then you will suffer. So, this is the first anugraha of Guru, where he says, Dhanyosi, you are blessed. Kritakrityosi, you have done all your duty. Pavitam, your family is purified. We want to become pure. The sign of purity is you take to the spiritual path. That is purity. And the highest purity is jnanam. Nahi jnanena sadrisham pavitramiha vidyate. Tatsvayam yoga samsiddhaha kalena atmani vindati. As long as duality remains, absolute purity is not possible. Vaisharadyam tu vainasti bhede vicharatam sata. As long as duality is there, impurity will remain. And knowledge of that non-duality, Advaita Jnanam, is purity. So, yad avidyabandha muktya brahmi bhavitum ichchasi. You want to be free of this ignorance, this prison of ignorance. You are really blessed. And the Guru continues, that we will see tomorrow. The same thing, that in a genuine spiritual life, your search, your effort is very important. Just like taking medicine. You cannot appoint somebody to take medicine for you. People, generally we do, for our sake, we make somebody do puja and pay him, give him dakshina. Like that, why not give your BP medicine to another person, let him eat, give him dakshina? It's not possible. You have to take medicine, then only your problem will be controlled. Like that, you have to do atmavachara, you have to do sadhana, you have to do inquiry yourself. Put the whole focus on you. Turn your focus towards yourself. You are disorderly. Look at your disorderliness. Become aware of the disorderliness there. At least that much is, you know that you are disorderly. That itself is first step. So, we will continue tomorrow. Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala. This series of Vivekachudamani we are doing as a Aradhana of Shankaracharya, because 21st is Shankara Jayanti. Anyway, we will not be continuing till 21st. We will be stopping on 18th. So this is Shankara Jayanti talks. So to whatever distance we can go, we will go. Yato mamatma bhavasi tvameva tato na vachyam mama kinchidasti yatha taveshtam kurumam tathaiva tvam atmanatham ramanam bhajami.